Welcome to this explainer. Look, let's be honest, navigating your child's medical schedule can sometimes feel completely overwhelming. But consider me your friendly guide today. We're going to break down the vaccine awareness guide so you can confidently protect your kids from 6 months all the way up to 19 years old. And don't worry, we are keeping it entirely jargon-free. 4 million. That is the number of lives saved globally every single year because of childhood vaccines. I mean, just let that sink in for a second. We're talking about absolutely phenomenal stakes here. Immunization isn't just some routine checklist you do at the doctor's office. It is quite literally one of the greatest miracles of modern medicine, and it's working every single day to keep our families safe. Okay, so here is our roadmap for today. We'll start with the power of vaccines, then touch on the universal immunization program and the early childhood schedule. After that, we'll look at adolescent booster vaccines, understand vaccine safety, and wrap up with post-vaccination care. Let's dive right in. Section 1. The power of vaccines. Think of a vaccine as a safe, protective shield for your child. It's carefully created from dead or severely weakened microbes. Now, why do we do this? Well, it's to prepare the body. It gives it a sneak peek, a preview of the disease, without actually causing any harm or making your child sick. So the really crucial part is how the body actually responds to this shield. Think of it like a highly efficient military training camp, broken down into 3 steps. Step 1 is recognize. The vaccine acts as a harmless dummy target, letting the body's natural defense soldiers spot the foreign invader. Step 2, make antibodies. The body creates custom weapons, antibodies, to fight it off. And step 3, this is the magic right here, is remember. The body remembers this exact winning strategy. So if the real, dangerous enemy ever invades in the future, the defenses are already trained and ready to neutralize it instantly. Moving on to Section 2, the Universal Immunization Program. Now, this is just fantastic news for public health. Through the Universal Immunization Program, or UIP for short, government hospitals provide this incredible protection completely for free. We are talking about a robust, rock-solid defense against 12 highly dangerous, life-threatening diseases. Things like tuberculosis, polio, and tetanus. Ultimately, this means world-class protection for your child's future is readily available, ensuring absolutely nobody is left behind. All right, Section 3, the early childhood schedule. Okay, so from birth up to 14 weeks, you're going to see a dense but incredibly vital schedule. Right at birth, we start with BCG, oral polio, and hepatitis B. Then at 6, 10, and 14 weeks, a repeating rhythm of vaccines like pentavalent, rotavirus, and PCV is introduced. It might seem like a lot, but what we're doing here is smoothly building a concrete foundation of immunity against severe threats, stuff like polio, pneumonia, and severe diarrhea. Every single clinic visit adds another critical layer of armor. As we progress from 6 months right up to school age, the strategy shifts just a little bit. At 6 months, we start the flu vaccine. By 9 months, we add measles, rubella, PCV boosters, and Japanese encephalitis. But as we hit those 16 to 24-month and 5 to 6 year marks, well, it becomes all about the boosters. Boosters are absolutely essential. They remind and reinforce the immune system's memory, basically ensuring that internal training camp we talked about stays sharp and completely ready for action. Next up, Section 4, Adolescent Booster Vaccines. You know, it's a super common misconception that vaccines are just for babies, but teenagers actually need their immune systems updated too. Let's look at 2 really crucial adolescent interventions. First up is Tdap, given between 10 and 12 years of age. This one is a mandatory upgrade from the regular TT shot, and it protects against tetanus, diphtheria, and whooping cough. Second is the HPV vaccine, ideally given between 9 and 14 years. It only requires 2 or 3 doses, and it is a remarkably powerful, proactive tool for preventing cervical cancer later in life. A real game changer for sure. Which brings us to Section 5, Understanding Vaccine Safety. This is the question every single parent thinks about, right? What actually happens after the shot? Are there going to be side effects? And hey, it's totally valid to ask this. We all want the absolute best for our kids, and seeing them uncomfortable is really tough. So let's break down the medical reality of what's actually happening in their tiny bodies. Medical professionals use the term AEFI, which stands for Adverse Event Following Immunization. Now, I know the word adverse sounds pretty intense, but AEFI simply refers to any physical change or event that happens after a vaccination. It doesn't necessarily mean the vaccine itself caused it. It's really just a broad medical term designed to carefully monitor health post-shot. That's the whole shebang. When we look at actual outcomes, we generally just see normal reactions. A mild fever, or maybe a little redness and pain where the shot was given. Honestly, this is actually a good sign. It means that your internal military training camp is actively working. Severe adverse events, on the other hand, are exceedingly rare. We're talking about something that happens to maybe 1 in 100,000 or even a million. The life-saving benefits overwhelmingly outweigh these exceptionally rare risks. Finally, Section 6, Post-Vaccination Care. All right, so here are your 4 clear, actionable rules for right after the clinic. Step 1, and this is vital, always wait 30 minutes at the clinic after the shot, just to make sure everything is completely fine. Step 2, if you do notice any severe effects once you're home, immediately inform your local health workers like the A&M or ASHA. Step 3, report any highly unusual changes within 24 hours. And Step 4, safely store that vaccine card. Seriously, treat it like a passport. You're definitely going to need it for school admissions and future health checks. Let's wrap up this explainer with a pretty empowering thought. Vaccines are the foundation of a healthy future. Now that you have this clear, structured roadmap, how will you use this newfound clarity to confidently protect your families tomorrow? Knowledge is absolutely your best tool, and today you are more equipped than ever. Thank you so much for joining me. Stay informed and stay healthy.